So I'm going to take a step back on the videos I usually upload where I'm actually detailing vehicles. And I'm going to take a step back and just kind of map out what the first steps you need to take with your business in order to actually get your business up and running. Now, this is primarily focused on the business side of things. You're not going to learn about how to detail anything about I mentioned nothing about products or like the actual technical detailing side of things, because that's irrelevant of actually starting a business. So here I cover generating traffic in order to get your business going. So that's the main thing. The only thing I talk about is actually how to start your business by generating traffic. Now, if you're just starting off, go ahead and check the description box down below for a guide on how to get your first couple $100 by maybe 3 to 5 to 10 customers. It should really take you no more than like a couple hours to get this done. So check the description box down below for that guide. Download it, put it to use. Now let's get straight into the video, which is now going to be blank because I'm doing this after I already shot it. So okay, so in this video, I'm gonna give you a quick walkthrough of what your business is gonna look like. Whether you're just starting, whether you've been at it for a few months or a few years, I'm gonna break down a very high level overview of how your business is going to operate. So if you're just starting off, you don't have any customers, you're kind of wondering how to actually start this thing, this is what I'm gonna do, a quick run through in this video on this here paper here. And before I get started, I do want to say that, look, there are so many factors that go into running a successful and profitable detailing business. It's not just about Facebook ads, it's not just about landing pages, it's not just about selling, it's not just about emailing, it's not just about detailing, it's not just about learning how to copyright, it's not about ranking your website on the first page of Google. It's all of that. It's not just one thing. It is literally every single last thing that you do is going to add or decrease you from running a successful and profitable detailing business. So there's not going to be this one thing that I show you here or that you learn in the video that's going to change your business altogether. There are so many components that you have to know and run efficiently in order to have a profitable and successful detailing business. Now, so what I'm going to show you here is important, but this is just one part of the overall big picture. So don't think this is the end all be all of your business. This is just one small portion at a very high level overview of what you need to know and do in order to get customers on a weekly basis. So first things first, you're gonna want to focus on is, let's see how good I write this, is your traffic. That is by far the first step you're gonna take in order to run a successful business. Traffic means getting people to know who you are, whether it's your website, whether it's your Instagram page, whether it's your Facebook page, whether to your YouTube channel, whether they see you in person, whether they go to your shop. You need to be able to generate traffic to your business. If you don't create traffic, you don't have the opportunity to talk to anyone. You don't have the opportunity to sell your services. You don't have the opportunity to upsell. You don't have anything if you don't have traffic. So this is going to be number one. Now, how do you get traffic? How do you build traffic? Where do you build traffic? The most popular internet online avenues that you can go after are going to be things like SEO. So that's going to be primarily Google, getting ranked on the first page of Google to be either on the maybe Google AdWords, which is their paid platform, which is you pay per click. So you pay $1, $2, $3 per click to be on the first page of Google, where you see the ads in the first page. You could be on the local snack pack, the 3-pack, where there's 3 Google listings where the geolocation is showing. Then you could be on the organic listing of the top 10 organic listings. So you have traffic there, right? Then you have something like another paid avenue would be Facebook ads. You're still paying per click, but the here in AdWords you're paying per for the search query, right? So if someone in your city is searching for auto detailing services, San Francisco, headlight restoration, San Antonio, mobile detailing, any other city, whatever city you're in, that's how Google works, right? The search intent. Then on Facebook, you're kind of going after, no one's searching in Facebook for those services, right? But you can target them based off of their interests, their age, their demographics. So here you're going off of search intent. Here you're going off of who you're trying to target, because you can get very granular with this. And then you have other things like Instagram. You can do a YouTube channel. If you have a shop, you can be at a decent location where you get a good bit of traffic coming by. If you're mobile, you can get people coming up to you in person. If you have maybe other popular methods that probably aren't so efficient at this time anymore are things like flyers, brochures, leaving your business cards on vehicles and parking lots. So number one is going to be your traffic. You have to be able to generate traffic consistently on a weekly and monthly basis in order to get people to know who you are. Now, again, you can focus on things like sales, right? Maybe if your sales aren't that great, right, you can get better at sales and start converting at a higher conversion rate, right? If for every 10 people that you speak to and you only close 2, then if you improve your sales skills and you still have 10 people coming through, right? If you have 10 people coming through and you can only convert 2, well, then you're still leaving 8 people on the table, right, that aren't going to give you any money. And I'm oversimplifying this just to keep things very, very simple and straightforward. But if you increase your sales skills and you still get 10 people, but now you increase your conversion rate to maybe 40%, now you can get 4 people. Out of the same amount of people, now you get 4 people to book with you, and now you're only leaving 6 people. And you can keep on improving this part, your sales part, right, to get better at sales, to be able to convert more of those leads into sales. So that is an option. Or you can just focus on creating more traffic and create more leads here. So instead, maybe you stay at the 2% or the 20% conversion rate, but instead you get 20 people. Then now, just by default, you're gonna be able to keep this conversion rate low. But just because you have more people coming in through the door now, you'll get more customers. Now again, there is no right or wrong way. There are, like I said, there's gonna be so many avenues you can take to have a successful business. So you can either focus on traffic, right now, and that should be your number one thing. Yes, you can improve your sales. Yes, maybe you can retain customers better, which I'll talk about that in a little bit, where you can get more customers to come back to you. But right now, if you're not generating consistent leads per day and per week, this should be your number one target. Is, hey, instead of getting just one person in the doors a day, and not just like, not you booking them, but just you having the opportunity to speak to someone, instead of getting one person per day, get it to 3 people, then get it to 5 people, then get it to 10 people per day, to have the opportunity to sell your services. So number one, the first thing you should go after is your traffic. How can you get 1 person to contact you per day? How can you get 3 people to contact you per day? How can you get 5 people to contact you per day? So traffic source is going to be the main problem that you have. This is when you're saying, I have this business, I've been going it a few months, I'm not making enough money. I have these people that keep on that they just want the cheap work. They're looking for cheap people. Look, everyone's gonna have that problem. Every detailer is gonna have that person that calls them up and says, look, you're charging too much. I can get the same work done for down the street. Everyone's gonna have that problem. You're in no special situation that you're the only one that's getting those types of calls. I still get those calls where I'm too expensive and they can go to the person down the street. That's fine. I have plenty other people calling me per day asking for my services. And your issue is that you're still stuck on this small little group of people that you want every single person to, pay your services, to be a great customer. But because you have such a small segment of people per week contacting you, you feel like you're so trapped in this in this cage of yours that you can't break out of. Well, that's because you need to raise up your count. Okay, you want to raise your prices? Well, get more people to sell to every single day. You want to be able to offer more services, maybe paint correction, headlight restoration, different services. Will get more people in the door to give yourself that opportunity to sell more services, to make more money, because you need to increase the leads that you're getting per day. So, and just to go a bit more granular with this, traffic in itself doesn't necessarily mean leads, right? Let me step back here. So traffic, let's say on your website, and again, these are made up numbers. This is going to differ from website to website, city to city, state to state. So I'm just trying to keep things very, very simple here. Let's say, and this is kind of big numbers for local business, especially for a detailing business. Let's say per month, you get, oops, that's supposed to be a 1. There it goes. Right? Let's say per month, you get 1,000 visitors to your website, right? That's overall traffic, right? That's just people landing on your website. Maybe they were searching for mobile pet grooming services. Maybe they're searching for like carpet cleaning services for their home. Maybe they're looking for, whatever the case may be, you have potential customers, you have unqualified people landing on your page. So just overall, you're getting 1,000 people per month on your website. And of those 1,000, let's just say, keeping things super simple, nothing crazy, let's say out of those, you actually get 50 people. And again, that's pretty low. But let's say you get 50 people to actually reach out to you via email, text, phone call, Facebook message saying, hey, I checked out your website. Hey, I'm interested in your service. So let's say out of the 1,000 people that visited your website, you get 50 people to actually contact you, right? So this is just overall traffic, right? And I'm gonna get real ugly with this. So this is just overall traffic right here. That's just overall traffic. That really means nothing, right? Whether it's 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 per month, if none of those people are actually contacting you for your services, doesn't really mean much. So let's say out of those 50 people, those become leads. Now, are all those gonna become customers? Absolutely not. No, that'd be ridiculous. And you shouldn't have that mindset of everyone is gonna become a customer. So after a while, you should be pretty good at knowing your close rate. So out of every 10 people, you know you can close 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100%. Are you ever gonna get 100? No, never. But after a while, after you get 20, 30, 40 people on a consistent basis, you should be able to know like what's your numbers looking at. Like for every 5 people I talk to, 3 of them are gonna become customers. That's something you need to know. But again, keeping things very simple. Out of that traffic of 1,000 visitors per month, 50 of them actually reach out to you for your service. That doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna buy from you, but they say, hey, look, I'm interested. Either I have the money, I don't, I'm just curious, I'm browsing around. Whatever the case may be, they reach out to you. So this doesn't mean they're qualified leads, right? This is just a prospect. This is just level 0 lead. So your next step would be to qualify and see where they are in the buying process. Are they a qualified prospect? Are they a qualified customer of yours? Are they a qualified potential new customer? Are they, is it spam? Are they unqualified? Can you refer them out? So out of those 50 leads, you then need to determine, is this a qualified lead? Is this an unqualified lead? Is this spam? Or can I refer this out? Refer out. And this is very important because now you'll be able to see, okay, out of these 50, maybe let's say, let's keep things super simple. Let's say, let me add one more then. And let's say one more. So this is qualified lead, unqualified lead, spam. You can refer this out. And the last one, let's say, is just lost. Meaning you never even make contact with that person. So then so let's say you got 10 people here, 10 people here, 10 people there, 10 people here. So again, keeping things super simple, these numbers wouldn't make sense in the real world. So now let's say now out of these 50 people that reach out to you, which ones actually matter for your business, right? Let me reach back here for another marker. The spam, maybe those are someone from India trying to sell you SEO services, it's just spam, right? So these people don't matter to your business, right? Then you have the unqualified leads. So these are the people that said, hey, look, I am interested in your services. I just don't have the money, right? It's good that they want your services. They like what you do, but they don't have the money. So are they qualified? Can they pay for your services? Can you service them as a customer if they don't have the budget? No. So these people are out of time. And as a small caveat, that an unqualified lead is mostly can they pay and are they an ideal customer for me? Because just because they can't pay right now, meaning maybe they're gonna go on a vacation, maybe the car's in the shop and they're getting things fixed on. They have a project working on. They want to get their show car ready 2 months from now. So that wouldn't necessarily mean they're unqualified, but that's just a small little tidbit I wanted to add. Loss is that you never make contact with them, so they're irrelevant to your business because you don't know if they're spam, you don't know if they're unqualified, you don't know if they're qualified. This is you trying to talk to them 3, 4, 5 times that you're trying to make contact with them, and they just for whatever reason drop the ball. So they are not relevant to your business. Then you have referred out. Maybe if maybe they're looking for tinting, maybe they're looking for sanding, and you don't do that yet. Maybe they're looking for whatever the case may be. You can refer this out to another detailer or another contractor of some sort. Maybe tinting, maybe paint protection, film. So here maybe you can get a potential kickback of some sort. But again, this isn't a primary revenue source for you because this is probably just a few 20, 30, 40 bucks here and there. So your main concern is actually just going to be these 10 people that are qualified leads. And again, this doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be customers. This just means they have the vehicle, you can service, you have the services that they need, and they have the budget for it. But that does not mean that they're going to become a customer. Just because they have the money, or just because they didn't tell you no and that you're not out of the budget, doesn't necessarily mean they're going to become a customer. So now let's move. So now you have this, right? You have a qualified lead. That's the only person that you should really care about. So now, this is on the shot, yeah. So now you have qualified lead, correct? Bloop. So based off of that, you have, so let me just, okay, it's gonna get a little bit ugly, but let's just keep on going. So now you have a qualified lead. So now, are they gonna buy, right? So did they become a customer, right? From that qualified lead, right? We can help them with their problem. They can afford our services and they want it done now. That'd be a customer. But again, it's not always gonna be a just 1-2 action, right? It's never gonna be they contact you, they book in. Most of the time, you'd like for that to happen, but this is business. It's not always gonna be like that. So the next possible step could probably be they have to be in follow-up mode. In follow-up mode, and that means okay, look, they reached out to me, they're okay with the price, but just not the time's not right for them, right? Their vehicle's in the shop for the next 2 weeks, so now they want your service, they're okay with the price, they like what you do, they want you to be their detailer, but now they say, hey, look, but my car's not going to be out until another 2 weeks, so can we schedule then? So now it's your job, not their job, it is your job to make sure you follow up within 2 weeks for this vehicle. Now, the last part would be, and it's essentially still follow-up, but just prolonged follow-up. So I put just to keep things super simple, follow-up 2x. And basically what that means is that if you reach out to that customer or potential customer in 2 weeks saying, hey, look, are you still interested in your services? And you either get no contact, either they give you more, another reason or excuse on why not to do it now, right? Maybe their car stayed in the shop for another month. Maybe, things just came up. Maybe they forgot they're going to go on vacation. Maybe they forgot that they have a lot of work. Whatever the case may be, you still have an opportunity to follow up with them. It could just be a light text, an email. It can be a direct message on something. But now just, hey, look, okay, they didn't buy on the initial follow-up when they said 2 weeks, next weekend, and a month from now. But now can you reach out to them again, maybe a month afterwards, 3 weeks afterwards, however long afterwards, to see if you can get them back in your funnel. Now you're saying, okay, let's say you actually get that customer, right? Let's say you actually get a customer. Great job for you. Congratulations. Go and do a happy dance. Now let's see. We're still showing. Okay, so now let's say. So now let's talk about. Hopefully you guys can still see this. So now that you have a customer, right? Congratulations, you have a customer. Does that necessarily mean, right? And what I mean, customer is they've booked in your calendar, right? They said, okay, let's agree on a time and a time and a date for you to come out or for them to bring you the vehicle to service their, to work on their car. But now you fall into the next problem. Okay, is that customer actually going to follow through on that appointment? So this is your last step. Is okay. So now it's did they cancel? Whoops. Did they cancel or did they? Let's call it success. Success for us. For suck for short. Success. So yeah, so now it's okay. I have them booked in as a customer, right? I have them booked in my calendar. I have, I have money just waiting for me on the table right now. Now it's just my job to go out and actually do it. The next problem you're gonna fall into is, okay, if they're scheduled out 2 weeks from now, and in 2 weeks you say, hey, look, hey, tomorrow's your detail. Just want to confirm with you. And they say, oh, you know what? I completely forgot. Can we reschedule for next week? Hey, completely forgot. Let's just cancel it. So now you're running into the second problem. Of okay, now I need to confirm. I need to make sure that they're actually going to stay in the calendar. And again, every business is gonna follow the same path, right? Every business, no matter if you're detailing, no matter if you're local, no matter if you're software based, no matter if you're an agency, we're all gonna have this exact same problem. Is that it's not always gonna be. Of course, we want like a very linear, like every customer, every visitor turns into a lead, turns into a qualified lead, turns into a customer, and actually books with us and pays us money. We all want this very linear, no hassle, no stress process. But this is business, we're humans. This is just a sales cycle. This is what it takes. So now it's, if they canceled, right? If they canceled, did they actually cancel, right? Just because they said, oh, I completely forgot, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, can we reschedule? Is that them canceling? No. Of course, do you want that to happen? Of course not. You want to be able to service them when you did. But now it's okay. I understand. It sucks for you, but you have to stay professional. Okay, I understand. No worries. When do you want to schedule it? So now it's okay. Can we reschedule this? Right? That's your next goal. Reschedule that appointment because you still want that money. That customer still wants you to service their vehicle. They're still willing to pay you money. They just, for whatever reason, they forgot. Now, if they don't reschedule, right? Does that mean now that they are now an unqualified lead? Or does that mean that, can you still see it? Is that an unqualified lead? Or does that mean you can now take them into follow-up? Follow-up 2x. So now what process do they fall under? Do they now just they no longer, for whatever reason, you know, the hype went over, they just don't care anymore, they lost their job, whatever the case may be. Now, is it, you know, can they no longer afford you? Are they no longer a potential new customer? Or is it that now it's on you again to say, okay, hey, look, I'll reschedule next weekend, I'll reschedule in a month from now, I'll reschedule two weeks from now, I'll reschedule 6 months from now, I'll reach out to you. So now you have to determine which path they took. Now, if it's a successful customer, meaning you actually book them in your calendar, right? Now you have your next action steps is either retain, right? Retain, and that means, okay, how do I bring them back again? How do I keep them? Not, you know, they've contacted me, I've serviced them, they've paid me, but now how do I get them to come back to me? How do I get them to pay me more money? What service can I offer them? What, you know, upsell can I do? Can I get them on a maintenance program? Do they need another service for their vehicle? Are they gonna sell it? Are they gonna take it to a car show? Are they gonna give it to their daughter? What else can I do to bring this value of a customer up? And what I mean by that is, if someone spends, you know, $50 for a wash, right? That customer is worth $50. But then if you can get them to you know, next service for a headlight restoration and engine cleaning, then that'll be like an extra, I don't know, let's say $150. I don't know, I'm just making things up. So now that value of the customer has shot up to $200 instead of $50. So how can you get more value out of that customer? How can you serve that customer more? How can you provide them more services? How can you bring more value to them so they can in return give you more money? So a recap of all this here is that you're going to have, let me grab this blue pen marker here. So a quick recap is that you're gonna have traffic, right? That's gonna be your number one biggie starting off, is how do I get people to look at my business? How do I get people to know my business? How do I get people to contact me for my services? You have SEO, ranking organically on the first page of Google. You have Google AdWords, which is it's a pay-per-click platform within Google. You have Facebook Organic, which is just posting organically on your Facebook page, maybe Facebook groups. Then you have Facebook Ads, which is also a pay-per-click platform. You have Instagram, which if you want to run ads, you can run ads and IG through Facebook Ads, since they own that, since Facebook owns Instagram. You can create YouTube videos and create and generate organic traffic within YouTube to start generating leads. But just because we generate this traffic and we get some leads, that doesn't necessarily mean those are going to become customers, because now we have to identify, are they a qualified lead? Are they an unqualified lead? Are they just spam? Are they, you know, did we never even make contact with them? Or is this something we need to refer out, right? You need to identify what type of lead this is. Once you've identified that, you say, okay, your main ones are just going to be this qualified leads. Those are the only ones you're really worried about. Yeah, you can make, you know, a couple change here with the referral out ones, but you know, that's not your primary source of income. That's not going to make you the big bucks. You need to be able to service your own customers with your own rates so you can make the full amount. So now you have here, you have the qualified leads. So now, did I actually book them into the calendar, or do I need to follow up with them? And if I do follow up with them and they didn't book again, well, can I follow up again? Now, with those qualified leads that actually booked into the calendar, did they actually did they follow through with their appointment and actually pay me and I showed up? Or did they cancel on me and I wasn't able to service them? So now, can I reschedule them? Or do I need to follow up at some other point? And if I did book them and I did service them, well, how can I get them back again? What other services can I offer? What other program can I offer? What else can I do for them to bring them value? Can I get their email address to email them some later time? Can I tell them about a giveaway that we're running? Can I tell them about a referral program? Can I tell them about any program? Can I ask them to leave a review on Google and Facebook and Yelp? What can I do else to get more value out of this customer? So this is just one part, one very, very, very small part of the overall business, of overall business operations. Because I'll tell you, like with what I'm showing you right here, right? Let me get a different color. With what I'm showing you right here, right? Building traffic is not easy. It takes a lot of work. You know, like I said there's SEO, there's AdWords, there's Facebook ads, there's Instagram, there's YouTube. Each one of these platforms takes a high level of commitment. Each one of these is its own platform, and you have to give it its respect and have to put in the time and energy that it deserves in order to know how to actually generate that traffic. You can't say, okay, I'm gonna do SEO for 2 weeks. It didn't work out. Okay, let me move on to Google AdWords. Let me spend $10. Okay, that didn't work. Let me move to Facebook ads. I spent $20. Okay, that didn't work. Screw that. Let me go to IG. Okay, I posted 10 photos. That didn't work. Let me go to YouTube. Let me post one video. Oh, nothing happened. Let me just stop. No, that's not how it works. You have to say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna spend 7 months trying to create YouTube videos and generate traffic, right? I have to spend 12 months trying to get ranked on the first page of Google. Let me try $200 consistently for the next 6 months with Google AdWords or Facebook ads. And during that time, it's not just about, okay, let me do it. It's reading blog posts, it's buying books, it's buying online courses, it's hiring a coach of some sort to help you dominate this one channel. For instance, me, it took me 9 months and $22,000 or $2,500 to get ranked on the first page of Google. It took me 9 months to actually do the work. Before that, I spent 2-3 years just learning about SEO, Google, search engine optimization, right? And then I hired a consultant, and then I did what I had to do to rank my page, my website on the first page of Google, right? Same thing with YouTube. Right now, with this video that you're watching right here on Detail Group, right? I didn't just, by myself figure it all out. No, I don't know any of this by myself, right? I pay my dues, I pay attention to people, I read blog posts, I buy books, I buy courses, I hire coaches, so they can show me exactly what to do. So with YouTube, right? I've been at it for the last 2 years. I've probably spent close to $1,000 on between courses and small ebooks and coaches on YouTube alone to help me figure out what I need to do. So don't think it's just about, okay, look, I'm gonna do IG, I'm gonna post 10 photos, and then, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll move on to the next one. No, each one of these takes a lot of time and effort. And you being a one-man band, probably still having a part-time job, full-time job, part-time student, full-time student, it's not like you got all the energy and time and resources in the world, right? You're gonna be limited on funds, you're limited on time, and you're limited on resources. So you have to be able to choose just one traffic source, go all in, completely dominate and exploit that one, and then move on to the next one. So I would just choose one thing for you to focus on. Whether it's YouTube, IG, Facebook ads, AdWords, or SEO, choose one thing and go in all the way. Once you dominate one, then move on to the next one. Once you dominate that one, then move on to the next one. And that might take a year, that might take 2 years, that might 3 years, but focus on one channel for you to exploit and get the most out of it, and then move on to the next one. So, a lot that I covered. This is just one small portion of the overall strategy of running a successful and profitable detailing business. So, let me know down in the comments below what you thought about this video, about the me using this here pad here and kind of just writing it out instead of doing it on the computer. So, let me know how you liked this video, if it was good, if it was bad, if I should do more or do less. Let me know in the comments below. And again, if you want to download that guide to get your first 100 customers, just check the description box down below and you'll be able to download it. I'll see you on the next one.